Everybody, welcome back to Ox Talks. Appreciate you being here. Recording the show today a bit earlier than normal because I'm about to go into an all-day mediation on a construction contract dispute. Probably won't let out until later in the day. So I wanted to record this show because we have what's shaping up to be a bit of a sell-off in the markets, I think, as a result of the article I'm going to share with you about the U.S. manufacturing data that just got released this morning. Before I begin, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let's continue to spread the word, get these videos out to your family, friends, coworkers, colleagues, loved ones, anybody that you can keep waking up about what's unfolding here with the economy, okay? If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I appreciate the support very much. So let's jump right in. As of recording the show, the Dow Jones is down about 1%, about 450 points. NASDAQ is down over 2%. S&P is also down. I pulled an article off the Zero Hedge just a few minutes ago that I want to share with you. And it's important stuff, okay, especially for those of you that work in the manufacturing sector in this country, okay? U.S. manufacturing ISM signals accelerating stagflation as PMI turns downright apocalyptic, it says. Dismal U.S. manufacturing PMI report, which printed in its final iteration at 47.9, below the preliminary print of 48 and below the 48.1 estimate. The more closely watched manufacturing ISM report came in even uglier, printing at the fifth consecutive contractionary level of 47.2, missing estimates of 47.5. And while the two surveys, it says, have frequently diverged in the past, there is a clear agreement between the two since early summer that the U.S. manufacturing sector is imploding and the economic contraction is now accelerating. The contraction, it says, was broad-based, with the index posting declines in all of the in the all-important new orders category, production category, and the employment category. While the employment sub-index did post a modest rebound, this is very important, suggests that Friday's jobs report coming out this Friday will come in stronger than expected. The bad news is that new orders declined at their fastest rate since June of 2023. So again, we look at the Fed's dual mandate and the fact that the job market has supposedly been softening, right? And so now they're saying that the jobs reports, this may signal that the report comes in stronger. Look, I'm not quite sure these rate cuts are signed, sealed, and delivered yet, guys, and maybe that's what the stock markets are tuning into today. Leave your comments below. It says prices paid rose again from 52.9 to 54, beating estimates of 54.0 and resuming the ascent since the start of 2023. Okay. Adding insult to injury, it says the closely watched ISM new orders inventory ratio suddenly plunged back to recession levels. And again, I did print those charts, the manufacturing index. You can see that we're all category. Again, we're over here, but look at this. Going back, the big dips you see here, early 2000s, 2008. The pandemic, and now, okay? So you guys can start to see how this is shaping up. It's not looking good. All categories had a decline, and this is the ISM new orders inventory. Look at that thing over here, okay? Look at that. And again, the highlighted portions, early 2000, the great financial crisis, beginning of the pandemic, and now, okay? So it gives you an idea when you see it on this kind of a form, how bad the situation really is, okay? This is the important part I want to read to you from this article, okay? And that's what gave me a thought for the thumbnail title. It says, inventories unexpectedly soared the most last month in over a decade. Let me repeat that. Inventories unexpectedly soared at the greatest amount last month since over the last decade, okay? We have to go back a decade, more than a decade, to find a point where the inventory soared this fast, signaling that the manufacturing pipeline is now hopelessly clogged, price liquidations are imminent, and mass layoffs are about to begin. You guys comment below if you're in the manufacturing sector in the United States. What are you seeing? Leave us some input if you can. Is this accurate? What are you seeing and hearing on the ground across the country as it relates to manufacturing? Again, people like myself, we just get what is being put out there. A lot of it is the official data or the government data. So I want to hear from all of you what's really happening and what are you seeing? Are you seeing inventories rise? I'm going to get to some comments here from survey respondents that are chiming in saying that new orders have slowed substantially, inventories are increasing. It says the ISM chair Tim Fiore says, quote, the past relationship between the manufacturing PMI and the overall economy indicates that the August reading, 47.2%, corresponds to a change of plus minus 1.3% in real gross domestic product, GDP, on an annualized basis. They say the translation is we are this close to stall speed, and the survey respondents by large agreed. I'm going to read you some of the tidbit quotes from some of these survey respondents, all right, people in the industry. Quote, and these are all quotes, a noticeable slowdown in business activity. Orders have slowed significantly. Another one says, new order intake is sluggish at best. Another one says, our order levels are on a slow, steady decline. The business is cooling down and we don't expect a rebound until after the election is over. We are preparing for a slowdown in U.S. auto sales. So that was survey respondents relative to the ISM. It says, but if the ISM was bad, then the final August S&P PMI report was downright apocalyptic. And as the following comments from Chris Williamson, chief business economist at S&P Global Market Intelligence, made clear. Again, quote, increased drag on the economy midway through the third quarter. Forward-looking indicators suggest this drag could intensify in the coming months. Producers are also reducing payroll numbers for the first time this year and buying fewer inputs amid concerns about excess capacity. Gloomiest forward indication of production trends seen for over 1.5 years. Guys, we discuss all the time on this channel about how vulnerable you are if you don't work for yourself, if you don't control to the extent possible your own livelihood, your own income stream. I think for 10 months I've been out here screaming from the rooftops to consider starting your own business if you can. Tap into some talents you have, some interest, something that that your skill set can utilize, and consider if you can starting a new business. I'm going to get hate comments that it's a terrible time to start a new business. Many new businesses fail. Is there risk? Absolutely. There's risk in everything you do. But sitting around and being, let's say, at the whim of an employer, especially if you're maybe in this manufacturing sector, okay, or a sector that is substantially increasing substantial slowdowns or inventory builds, okay? So consider it. I think we're heading into a period, like this article says, that mass layoffs are going to be accelerating in mass, okay? So not meant to be doom and gloom. It's just reality. Hope all of you will find this helpful today and do what you can while there's still time, all right? And of course, in terms of what we always discuss, if you can, put something aside for a rainy day. have some kind of a fund if you should find yourself laid off, that you're able to pay bills, put food on the table, put gas in your vehicles while you find something else. Okay, I'll leave it there today, everyone. Let's see how the markets. They always seem to get the markets back towards the end of the day. It's earlier on right now. It's not looking real good. September, traditionally, I've been reading the last couple of days, is really difficult for the stock market. Let's see how this plays out. But manufacturing in this country is not going in a positive direction. Hope all of you have a great rest of your day today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.